Hello YouTube, Nintendo 64 coming back at you again. This is going to be a new video in my new line of series called Monthly Pickups. I actually sent out a picture out on Instagram to see if anybody would be interested in monthly pickup videos, and they said, yeah, that'd be a really cool idea. So here I am, with time off on this Labor Day weekend, or excuse me, Memorial Day weekend, and here I am doing the monthly pickup video. So, for the month of August, it was my birthday month, so I got a lot of free stuff, even though it's just basically birthday presents. Sorry about the noise there. But yeah, this was my birthday month, so I did add a little bit of bulk to this little monthly pickup. But let's get her going here. So to first start off, figured it'd be a good idea to start off with the games. So here we have Pokemon Yellow. And these are just loose carts only. A lot of them are going to be loose carts. Actually, only two of them. Never mind. Sorry about that. So, and here's the other loose cart that I got. Pokemon Ruby version. Game Boy Advance was my favorite handheld system for the longest time. So, figured I'd try out Ruby version because I haven't played that one yet. I actually did a little bit ago. Moving on, we have Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. I absolutely love this game. I love the box art as well. I don't think I really need to say much about the game itself. It's Mario Kart. So moving on here, we have, see if I can get it in focus here. So we got the Breath of the Wild display box only the expansion pass box. So it doesn't have the game card or anything in it, but what I'm hoping to find is this guy, which I do have now, and the Breath of the Wild, just the regular box that has the display only. Because I already have the regular versions of each one. Well, the regular version of Breath of the Wild and the special edition, and now I already have the Breath of the Wild expansion DLC expansion pass display box only. Because I'm kind of into that not for resale display box only type thing. So it's always kind of cool. Now we're moving on to some Wii games, which is probably the home console I spent the most time on as a teenager. So moving on, we have quite a rare anomaly, Fortune Street for the Nintendo Wii. Kind of a board game, and it just happens to have Mario in it, so I figured I'd pick it up since I found it for a really good price. Next up, we have Metroid Other M. This was just a really good deal, and I looked up the reviews on Metacritic, and I was pleased to see what the reviews were, so I'm gonna try out this game and see if it's any fun. And then, obviously, we have a very, well, I wouldn't say very hard, but I'll say a little bit more harder to find Wii game, especially out in the wild locally. This is Xenoblade Chronicles. This is not complete. This is not a complete box copy. It didn't come with the instructions, but when you find this stuff locally, you just can't pass it up. Moving on to the Wii U, a console that I'm growing to really appreciate for its actually lineup of games. I actually enjoying the games so far. So here we have Assassin's Creed 3 next to Zelda. This is probably one of my favorite non-Zelda franchises. It's got a lot of the same aspects that I like, and I do like open world adventuring, and I like the fact of being an assassin, so I knew I had to get that for the Wii U and test it out. Moving on, we got Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. This game actually uses the gamepad in a very unique way. It actually makes it feel like you're actually Batman, is the way I'll put it. I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you try it out for yourselves if you haven't played it already. Next up, we have Darksiders War Mastered Edition. This actually came out on other platforms, but since I am a Nintendo collector, I figured I'd get it for the Nintendo Wii U. And just to reference other console collectors or players, this is basically God of War. If you watch the moves in this game, the moves that this character does, it's basically God of War. Moving on to probably the most exciting find for this month for Wii U games is Pokken Tournament, or Pokemon Tournament, is what I call it. This game It's absolutely a blast to play. It took me a long time to wait for get a good deal on it, and the bonus part is it has that Amiibo card included with Dark Mewtwo, so that really pushed me to actually get it. Moving on, this is just now moving into like preserving some of Nintendo's history. We have a factory sealed copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and the reason I picked this up is because, like I said, for Nintendo's history's sake, I want to keep something factory sealed and keep something safe and keep it crisp and clean. But I wasn't going to pay $40, $50, $60 for a game that I already have on the Switch, which is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But I figured I would pick it up and keep it factory sealed just for, you know, collection sakes. Moving on to some Amiibo here. Some that I've had hard times finding, some of them new, but so the first one we have will be Pit. You can kind of take a look there. Okay, down. We got one of the new ones. We have Cloud. We have the Wolf Link with Mindo riding on it. I really absolutely love that one. That's one of my favorites. And then moving on to one that for whatever reason I always had a hard time finding. Luigi for Super Mario. I always seem to have a problem finding this Amiibo. I don't know why. But I finally saw it walking around Walmart one day, and I knew if I didn't pick it up, I'd never see it again. This was the last one, so I'm really happy I actually got that. Alright, we got through the games, we got through the Amiibos. Now it's time to move on to, like, I'm going to say nickety knacks or collectibles, really, at this point now. Okay, so the first start off, we have my Switch case, which is the Breath of the Wild design on it. I had to wait for a good deal on this one. I know it's been out for a while, but I had to wait for a long time to get a good deal on it. Now I have a way to pack my pack my Switch around. So here we have, this is moving into some of my birthday presents here. We have the Legend of Zelda cartridge canteen. It's basically, it's a flask, and you just stick, you know, whatever liquid you want to put in there, whatever you want to drink, and you take it with you. If you like Legend of Zelda, it's always kind of a cool collectible. Moving along here, so got next up a mug. So, well, let's see if I can get a better view here. Yeah, so this is a heat change musical coffee mug. What it does is it plays the Song of Time when you pour a hot liquid into it. So eventually I will open that and see if it works or not. Here we go. So here we have just like this shield mug, the Legend of Zelda shield mug. There's not much more to say on that guy. Moving on, so this one was actually kind of a really funny case. So here we have a Legend of Zelda Triforce light. This is actually the box I got in December last year for Christmas. My oldest brother actually got me the exact same thing for my birthday, but it was a box that was in much better condition than this one. So I actually have that box set up in my collection as a box upgrade, and I took this one and I took the light out, and now I got that little design flipping around on my wall. So I'm pretty happy that I finally get to use that to my advantage to make a cool looking wall at night, I guess. Moving on, here we have just this little Nintendo Switch Joy-Con holder. It's still sealed. Moving on to something that's really hard to find in my area, a boxed Wii U Nunchuck. Especially today, I never see this stuff, but this was like another Walmart find. And they had two of them, and they were only about $5, and I knew if I didn't pick this guy up, I would never see it again. Same thing with Luigi. There's just some things you gotta pounce on. Let me reach over here and grab one of the best things that came out. This was my birthday present for my mom and dad, basically. This is the, let's see, I have the box here. This is the 10-inch PVC painted statue of Link, and there he is holding the bow there, looking awesome as ever. Get that guy down very carefully so don't damage it. But Yeah, there's the box, and the reason I have them out of the box right now is because it's got that little stupid sticky stuff that comes off the sticker, because they put the sticker right there, right in front of it, so now I'm gonna have to take some Goo Gone or something to get that cleaned up so it looks good in my collection. Okay, moving on. These are the two big ones, actually, because this is what my name, Nintendo 64 Corner, is all about. I obviously love collecting for the N64, and everything you've seen up to this point has just all been Nintendo, because I love Nintendo no matter what, but Nintendo 64, my favorite console. So I'm gonna set this guy up here. So this will be the first one, as you kind of take a quick zoom out here if I can. See how that guy looks. Maybe a little bit further back. That guy going. There we go. It's about as far as I can go, but here we have, this is a boxed Great Purple PAL N64, and this actually comes with all the inserts, like the little posters and warranties and all that. This is what the packaging looks like if you're in Europe or, you know, anywhere else that's in, yeah, I think it's just Europe, because the Australians have a different box variant. It looks like North American, but has PAL on the bottom of it. But it's actually really hard to find these here in North America. I don't know where you guys are at, but in North America, these are really hard to find. But I managed to snag this for a really good deal, so I knew I couldn't pass it up. Moving on to probably the best pickup of this month. This guy, this is an ice blue N64 complete in box. Again, this is a PAL one, so we had two PAL N64s. This was done through a trade through Instagram with a really good friend of mine now, actually. So I'm really happy that I've actually been able to do this with other people. I like spreading the joy to other people, because he wanted my boxed watermelon red N64. So I'm gonna close out the video with this, guys. My battery's running low. I hope you all have a great Memorial Day weekend, and this is N64 Corner signing out. Take care, guys.